Morning everybody, buongiorno a tutti, indemmin adderaችሁ. My name is Helena Zodu, and I want to talk to you about something that's very near and dear to my heart, and that is domestic violence. As you know, today is October 1, and October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and on average, nearly 20 people per minute are physically abused by their intimate partner in the United States. 1 in every 3 women and 1 in every 4 men have been victims of some kind of some form of violence. And on average, per day, the National Domestic Hotline receives about 20,000 calls per day. These numbers are staggering and they're astounding, and it's something that should not be happening. The reason that it's very near and dear to my heart is I myself was married to someone who was physically, verbally, emotionally, financially abusive, and there's different forms of abuse, and you can get those facts by going to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence. Their homepage, they have data, facts, just like on average statistics, they're actually heartbreaking. And so this issue, I'd like to raise awareness about this issue because places like Ethiopia, in my home nation, it's something that we do not readily speak about, and that's dangerous and it's deadly to anyone. And so if you can take a stand with me against domestic violence, I'd really appreciate it. As I'd like to say, je vous remercie pour cette opportunité. Grazie per l'opportunità. Gracias por la oportunidad. አመሰግናለሁ ከኔ ጋር ተባብራችሁ ከኔ ጋር ይሄን ነገር ለማቆም ብንሞክር በጣም አመሰግናችኋለሁ. And again, as you see, we're here in beautiful Central Park in New York City. It's one of my favorite places in the world. It's just a beautiful and peaceful place. We were just up by strawberry fields where they were laying some memorial for John Lennon, or they were having actually a wedding. But again, I could not have hoped to raise awareness about domestic violence any place but New York City. I did that one last year in Washington, D.C. And speaking of Washington, D.C., last month I linked with the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, like I did last year, as we went to Capitol Hill to inform our congressmen, our representatives, about this issue. I was actually fortunate enough to have met with Senator Cory Booker and Senator Kamala Harris after they finished, after Senator Bernie Sanders, he launched his Medicare for All. After they finished with that, I kind of took a minute to just let them know who we are, what we came, and to raise awareness about this issue. And I'd love to talk further with our local government authorities, our governing representatives, because I think one by one with each other, I think we're able to not only raise awareness and hopefully provide assistance to those that are suffering related to domestic violence, but at the same time help stop this issue, because not one person needs to suffer about something that is preventable. You can check like I said, you can check the statistics by going to the National Domestic Violence website, moveon.org. They have there's a lot of information that we can acquire about this issue. But again, je vous remercie. Thank you.